All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining the call. I think tonight we have together Bahamas, Haiti, Belize, Guyana, St. Lucia together. So I think this is a quite an interesting group. To start with, the idea of tonight is to move forward with our cricket project. So I hope everybody on the call actually had read the little project proposal that we put together. Basically, we're saying that to respond to our about bringing cricket back to the Caribbean, holding us in each of our countries. So far, we've decided to work on the April 6th because that date is very international, and it's the date UN has multimedia is going to be focused around that date, talking about sport. From the previous meeting we had would be that each country has a different connection and a different. So the idea is to bring as many countries together and decide together how we're going to be moving forward in each of our Euro countries in terms of selecting one of the three type of projects that actually we discussed. One to go to a school and hold some cricket day event with kids. If cricket is not really well known in your country, for example, in Haiti, we were thinking about probably doing something like that, and make them practice cricket, play cricket, and do something in a school. A second type of event could be a community event and go a little bit wider and do the same type of thing with a community. And another type of event we could hold could be, if there's more involvement around cricket in a country like Guyana, for example, or St. Lucia, could be a conference, an event where we're discussing the role of cricket, what it serves, what we could do with it, how it can serve peace, and things like that. So the idea of the meeting today is to discuss with the country that are here who wants to be involved in this project, to discuss what they can do. One of the output of that meeting will also be to decide how we're going to get One Young World involved in what we're doing. It's a commitment we took in Bangkok, and One Young World would really want to support what we're doing, but we have to be clear as what we want to do. How do we get their social media hand into play, and what type of support we can get from them? Do we want T-shirt? Do we want some type of material from them so that they can support us on the day? And on that day, if One Young World wants to also put us on the front, and that will be bringing our voice as Caribbean within the organization, we could have them use their Facebook, their social media, or right. And if we have things that we could share as well with the rest of the world from our countries, how do we want to put our cultures in front using that cricket day? All that are things we can do using the platform of One Young World as to bringing some voice. I think Ashley is the one who's super involved in this, and she's really, really good at connecting with HQ. I'm going to pass. I've missed anything, so she could put more context, so we can move forward. Ashley, the microphone is yours.
Good night, everybody. Thanks so much for coming in, Mark. I think you really covered most of it. So from right now, what we have, I've spoken with Matt, who's our community relations liaison. Basically, if you want if you ever want to get into contact with One Young World, Matt is always the go-to person. He's a lifesaver, really. So I've spoken with Matt. He's been kind enough to let us know that the Twitter feed will be ours for the day of April 6th. So whatever it is that we're doing in our various countries, we'll have to decide amongst ourselves who's going to be the ones tweeting, Instagramming, Facebooking, stuff like that. And we'll send all of our material to them. From there, they'll just start the sharing of all of them that would have been given to them using obviously the hashtag Wendy's Revival and whatever hashtag we would come up with after that. We've also been assured that we can get shirts made from local suppliers. So it's very important that we get people on board so we can know just what you need, so we can find out what's possible, what isn't possible, how can we find a middle ground, and then also just realizing that the deadline April 6th is right around the corner. For some of us, we all know, we all know that there's a lot of red tape sometimes we have to go around when it comes to dealing with schools and different institutions. So you definitely want to get your letters out on time. Get certain principals involved, members of the community involved, and just give everyone enough time to really register what it is that you're trying to put on. Um, Cricket Day is, I mean, obviously, we're not just doing this for media attention, but it'll kind of be useless if we don't get involved with members of the media. I believe I have a spreadsheet of certain publishing houses in different countries around the Caribbean. I'll look for that, and then I'll start to send things out as quickly as possible. What I'm asking for everyone who's going to participate in this event is to write up a press release. If you're not sure how to get a press release done, please contact me and I will give you a template of what you need, what needs to be said. So when you contact me, you need to let me know what event you're putting on, who are the people involved, and if you're partnering with any organizations. From there, I'll be able to assist you with what it is that's going to be happening. Um, but that's basically it. I'm gonna need everyone to, within the next week or two, let me know what events you're actually hosting and what you're gonna need assistance with. That's the biggest thing. I don't want anyone to say they didn't know who to go to, me or Mark, Ashley or Mark. You message either one of us, and if we can do it, if it's possible, we'll get it to you. Mark, the floor is yours again.
I just wanted to add the Windies Revival Week in terms of opportunity for us to have our voice heard. So Windies Revival was created event because in having that voice of the Caribbean and then they're expecting people to tweet using the hashtag in the next coming days, because this is ending on February 14th, I think. So the idea, if you guys have an event set, so we'll still have some more days to start promoting it, because if we use the hashtag Windies Revival, we can have our words and our plans retweeted by One Young World and have them to see what we're planning. So if we could get something set up real quick with that momentum. So I'm going to pass the microphone to each of you to tell us, maybe from what we've said so far, if you have any idea of what you could be doing in your countries and what type of resources you think you might need. At the end of the meeting, I'm going to put up a file on the Google Drive where each country that is interested in participating, not everyone have to, those who are interested, will fill a quick form with a description of what they're thinking about doing, the type of resources they might need, so we can see as quick as possible if we could put like a package together so we can move forward, because as Ashley was saying, April 6th is around the corner. So I'm going to turn out to, Vernesta had some ideas that she was sharing on the Facebook group. Maybe we could start with you.
But before we open up the call real quick, I just want to drive home the importance of the given to us with Windies Revival. This is the first time that One Young World has had an opportunity tailored outside of the All Bar None Fund to Caribbean ambassadors. Not just anyone, but Caribbean ambassadors. This is really important. This goes to show that we are making a dent within the One Young World community. So it's important that we get the support of One Young World ambassadors. because whether you want it to be or not, this is our project. I mean, if you, whatever social media platform that you have, hashtag Winley's Revival. If you're interested in One Young World, and One Young World is something that you would like to be a part of, hashtag Winley's Revival is a really important hashtag that we'll need to be tweeting out from not only now until the 14th, but now until April 6th. This is what is going to give us momentum in order to get what we're doing done. An audience of 250 million people. This is an opportunity people pay millions of dollars for, and all we've done, and all we've had to do was really just tweet about it. So just think about that and think about the importance of it. So get your friends, your family, your co-workers, anyone to start tweeting about Winley's Revival, because we need this. It's an amazing opportunity. The floor is now yours, Vanessa.
Vanessa, maybe you could share some ideas on what you're thinking from your side. Vanessa, can you hear us?
Yes, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Absolutely.
All right, great. Well, from my end, I really do think that it is a wonderful initiative. What I do plan on doing in St. Lucia is basically plan a debate where we will discuss how important cricket is for us Caribbean people. It's my strength. I'm a well-known public speaker and debater on the island, so it will be very easy for me to get young persons come together and debate such an issue. Um, Resources, what I might really need is nothing really. It's just trying to get with media persons, which I have very good contacts with. I'm going to do how do you call that? Oh, I'm going to put all the everything together in detail. And I'm going to email it to Mark as to what exactly I might be needing, the exact topic, location, media persons, and so on. I think that's about it on my end.
I think it's very good, Vanessa. So I think, for example, on the day of the debate here, and someone could be tweeting from from your side, or being asked about cricket, the type of, and someone who could help you with that, it would be wonderful. And I think if we are requesting from One Young World for them to bring materials that shows the brand of One Young World is being broadcasted from the Caribbean, it could be great. So the speaker could be wearing a t-shirt, or you could be wearing a t-shirt and using social media, and like after in English, it could be published in St. Lucia, and as well sent to the One Young World for the blog, where we could collect all the stories and testimonies from that day, and have them all in one blog post website. I think that could also be a good idea. So think about right.
Okay, wonderful, Mark. You heard me? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay, well, that is very important. We need some posters and stuff like that featuring One Young World. But one of the main things I plan to do as well, we have in St. Lucia Darren Sammy, which is the captain for the longest while for the T20 cricket in the Caribbean. I want him on that day to be present and interviewed all of these things can go live on YouTube and stuff like that. So when it comes to media, I think I have a good amount of experienced persons around me, and we can really.
Are we still on? Mark? Hello?
Hey, yeah, I think we had a bit of technical difficulty.
Okay. Oh,
I'm just gonna wait for Mark to get control of the control room real quick because I don't have access to that.
my gosh.
Okay, so until we get Mark back, where did we leave off?
How was that, Ashley?
No, I said until we get Mark back, where did we leave off?
We left off. Vanessa was sharing her plans. She's talking about inviting the cricketer to the event and involving the media. I remember the last thing she said. And then Mark, I think Mark was saying something. I can't remember what he was saying though. But the last place we
Okay,
left was the St. Lucia plans. They sound great, by the way.
okay, so Vanessa, are you still there? Vanessa?
Yes, I'm still there.
Okay, awesome. So I don't know if you saw this before we cut out, but I sent you a message asking you to I've been before your event, if you can just tell me what your social media strategy would be, that would be perfect, just so I can see how I can assist you. Um,
Sure, no
uh,
problem.
okay. Also, just how how big do you think that your event is gonna be? Because like I said, it doesn't have to be big. Once we have good media coverage, we just want something, we want something that can be, you know, it can be very,
Okay, what I
yeah.
it might be the public relation officer of an organization which is called the National Youth Council in St. Lucia. I'm the
Hmm.
PRO. So under this umbrella body, we have 19 youth and sports councils. So I just plan to invite 2 persons from each youth and sports council to attend and get at least 4 debaters, 2 on each team to just, I just right now they need to get the concept note, have a perfect topic under cricket, and so that the teams could just debate. I have the media there,
Okay,
I have
so
to
okay, so
like
what topic is your so what topic is the debate taking? Is it just taking the topic of cricket, or are you talking about the importance of cricket to culture, or the importance of cricket
right
to development,
the
or what?
the importance of cricket to culture versus like economic development,
So versus economic development.
right? Because you find the
Okay.
reason why cricket lost its value in the Caribbean is because now people mostly play cricket for the economic aspect and not culture.
Okay. All right. That that sounds it sounds really good. Just let me as you know just keep us up to date with where you hit with the milestones and the projects. Mark and I are here to assist if if you need assistance with writing of the letters or trying to figure out how
I
to draft certain things.
I mostly be needing branding,
Pardon, can you repeat that?
mostly brand. I would mostly be needing branding like posters, a poster of One Young World maybe to the back of the debaters, stuff like that. T-shirts, like 4 T-shirts, not much, and that's
Okay.
basically.
So like I said earlier, I've gotten a commitment that we can get shirts to everyone. How many shirts that can be,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too sure, but
I'm going.
I have been given the commitment of shirts to each of the
Oh,
countries that are participating. So
okay. Well,
so once I
what?
found out how many once I find out they can afford to be done, I can let you know because you will have to get them printed in you will have to find a local supplier there and then they will be paid for from there. So I'll have to find out what our budget is as well.
Okay, no problem. But
Okay.
what I would do before the weekend, I'm going to send a proposal to everyone to take a brief look at it in terms of all the logistics of the event, media personnel, and so forth.
Okay. So I can't
Hi
drive
guys, I
home.
just wanted to say I am back. I am back. I was listening to the entire conversation through YouTube. I just couldn't participate in the call until I did some manipulation to be back in the call, but I heard everything that you guys were saying through YouTube. Thanks God it was live.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so why don't we turn the microphone to Salima? Maybe if she could share some thoughts about what she could be doing in Guyana. Which type of event are you looking at, Salima?
Okay, what we're looking to do is to get cricketers themselves, probably the under 19s, involved in a 1 day workshop where we're talking about not only cricket development, but development as, their own personal development as cricketers. So we're looking at in terms of empowerment, maybe a bit on nutrition, playing the game, representing the game, and representing Guyana like on an international level in terms of cricket. So that'll be a 1 day event. It may be 1 day of 3 days. I'm not too sure. It all depends on what budget or what resources we're able to mobilize and how many days we can actually get the cricketers to commit to the event. In terms of China One Young World, well, listen to what Ashley said. We're going to have a really strong plan in terms of media exposure and strengthening our social media platform. That's it basically in a nutshell. We're working on a proposal that I will share with One Young World. I'm also looking to mobilize some resources this week from the private sector and possibly government. I'm not too sure about the government right now, but at least the private sector to get them to be involved in the day of activity.
Salima raises a good point. Salima raises a good point about the need of the private sector, and that's going to play a really good. That's going to play a really pivotal role in in possible delegates seeking to get funding to go to the summit. If you host an event like this, and possible sponsors see what Caribbean ambassadors have been doing and the positive effect they've been doing, it's easier for them. It's easier for future candidates to approach companies and say, I would like to attend I would like to attend this summit. See, it's all interconnected, and so I like that Salima brought that up. The private sector is very important.
My battery dead.
But as I share my document with you guys later this week, please do share your ideas. I think we kind of have a solid base in terms of the workshop content, but I really appreciate, your ideas in terms of promotion and really tying in One Young World. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be an excellent opportunity for Cricket in Guyana. I like potential ambassadors coming out of the
Salima, did you say the 19th?
Pardon me?
Did you say it would be on the 19th?
No, not the 19th. We're going to work towards the 6th of April like everyone else. But if it's going to be a one-day event, I'm not too sure. It may depending on how resources go, we may be able to extend it beyond the one day. But it could it will launch on the 6th of April.
Excellent. I think that is very good. So we have two workshops. We have one workshop and a conference, and probably Haiti is going to be something happening in some open space. I will be providing more details on what I would be able to do exactly. And what about you, Ashley? What would you be thinking about? Something like that as well, or more of a workshop?
Sorry about that. I was actually just thinking of something similar, like a small workshop, but it's really active, trying to get I've reached out to the cricket club down there, so I'm waiting on a response from them. I didn't even know we had a cricket club. Joke's on me. Um, so I reached out to the cricket club down here, and I'm waiting on a response from them. I'm gonna see how many. I'm gonna see if they'll be able to get if they'll be able or and willing to come into one of the schools and have a sports day with them, and have a sports day with some of the students, and just teach the kids how to play cricket, and just be a day of learning for all of us, really.
Mark and Ashley, like how soon would you need? I know time is of the essence, but how soon would you need to get the outline or activity plan from each of us?
As soon as possible. If I actually would like to get something this week by Thursday, no latest.
Okay.
Guys, I'm really sorry.
I'll
I
work
keep
towards that.
dropping out. I keep dropping out and back in. The connection is bad. Um, So Ashley, you're thinking about also doing a workshop. Um, One thing that I need to think about this really quickly. And Jodne, I'm going to be calling you to decide on this as quick as possible. If we were to do a cricket day, I think we would need clothes and equipment for it. So that might be a little tough. So I would have to probably see if I might have as well do a workshop or a small event, because if nobody plays cricket here, I might not be able to find cricket equipment to do that a cricket day that I would be thinking in terms of doing some sport activities. So I will be on my own discussing this with Jodne after the call, so we can see if Haiti is going to be hosting a small workshop or conference, or really a sport day because of the equipment issue. So it looks like so far we have 3 workshops and the Haiti position that is a bit pending. So again, we're going to put up the little document. I will share it on the drive with you, so we can complete with a very, very short description of what you want to do, which is going to be basically what you just said, and see if any other country would be interested in doing something. And if they can't, we will just move forward and do 4 countries so far: Guyana, Bahamas, Haiti, and St. Lucia. And I think 4 countries is already amazing, and we can use our own voice and promote the region, and that would be a good start. And we do press release and talk
Yeah.
about it in the media and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that is really, really good, and we can be moving forward from that direction, inviting other ambassadors if they're interested in joining. Yes, they can, but so far we will keep as 4 countries started something, and by the end of the week, if any other country feels something, that will be good, and if they don't, we'll keep moving forward with 4 countries.
Also, in reference to media houses, Mark, I just shared a document with you that Shalisha Samuel from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, she assisted me with putting this together. It was actually her idea um, when I was in your position, and we didn't complete the list, but it's a good way. But it's a good way to start. It's a spreadsheet of Caribbean media houses. So far, we just have St. Vincent, the Bahamas, and Barbados, but we can add Haiti and Guyana. I actually thought that I had Guyana on here, but I feel as if when we sent out the press releases that year, I would have just gotten in contact with the Guyanese ambassadors myself. So yeah, I have a list of a bit of emails there. It definitely needs to be built on, but it's something to work with.
So when you talk about a media house, it's the contact of media person in each of the countries or for the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's a contact it's a direct contact with someone from those specific newspapers or television stations.
Oh, okay. I have a couple here in Haiti as well. My list is really, really long,
Okay.
but I would probably just choose the biggest and share and add the biggest for Haiti. And yeah, so let me add this to the project file in the drive I'm holding for us, so that any other participant in the project can also add their media contacts in there as well, so we can work promoting it.
Also, if you're listening, follow the format, please. I know, I shouldn't say this, and so I'm probably just, being a perfectionist. But if you're listening, follow the format. When you add something to the document, please follow the format.
All right. So I think this is perfect. So in terms of media, so we're going to be using media from our countries and the media opportunities from One Young World. So we're looking at press release in our countries. We're looking at Twitter with One Young World, and then we're looking at a blog. I think it would be interesting if we could have one article, so not that many, summarizing what we did in the region, where Haiti will speak. We'll write a paragraph
Okay. Ashley?
Salima, if I can have a call with you after this, that'll be awesome.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah. Um.
Where is Mark?
I think his connection dropped again. So
Okay.
what I'm gonna do is leave the call, and then I can just yeah. What I'll do is I'll just leave the call, and I'll send you another request.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Mark?
Yes, yes. Sorry, guys.
I think right now it's the two of us. Do you want us to maybe we should wrap up and you send some notes and we can follow up on those notes by Thursday of this week?
Absolutely. Okay. What I'm going to do then to close this, I will be adding a document in the Google Drive,
Mm-hmm.
and that document with basic information per project, so anyone can add the information of the project they're planning on doing on April 6th, and add a section on what type of needs that they may have, to see how we can provide, if we can get any support from One Young World or from each other. I will also be adding the media document about the media contacts that Ashley shared with me. I will also add that in the drive, so we can update it and put the media information from our part. And towards the end, so start a document as well about the final blog post that we're going to make to send to One Young World after the April 6th. So by April 7th or 8th, we can have something written and sent to them so they can publish about us on the One Young World website. And then yeah, I will put some instruction about what we want the day to look like in terms of social media strategy as well.
Yeah.
So I will work on that, and I will try to finish this actually by tonight, so I can share it with everyone in the group and we can move forward. So far, we're really, really good. We have 4 countries on board, and with more or less of a project that is a bit defined. So I think that's really, really good. And from there, I don't think I have anything else to add, but to thank you and thank everybody else who participate, who can still listen to the meeting from YouTube, because the video is going to be available over there.
Okay.
And we can move forward. And thank you so much, Salima, for being part of the team and sharing your ideas.
All right. Well, Mark, thanks for organizing it. I'll be looking out for that document, and I'll definitely be sending you, some information. I hope we can work. I hope to receive your support to make it successful in Guyana.
No, thank you. I will definitely be there to do as much as I can. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mark. Bye.
All right. So we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch on the group and in message anytime. Okay. Thank you.